My name is Jenny Brown, and I'm the proud principal here at Gold Rush Elementary School. I'm so excited to be starting our 14th year, my 14th year here at Gold Rush. Time flies when you're having fun, and it's just an incredible community to be a part of. And I feel so excited to be entering a brand new school year. Just wanted to share that we've had an incredible start. Our adventure has begun. And I just wanted to compliment your children. They have done an amazing job settling into their classroom routines. They are well into their literacy and math workshops, and they came in just excited and ready to learn. So we are off to such an incredible start and want to thank all of our families for just sharing your children with us. We know that takes a lot of trust, and we just feel very honored to be a part of your child's experience for these early years of learning. And man, they have done a great job settling in and really demonstrating some great learning already. So we are off to a great start. In these first couple weeks, we are really focused on fostering a safe and positive community within our classrooms and throughout our building. This year, we are very excited to be adding to our counseling department. We have our amazing Mrs. Fitch, who is still with us full time. But because we are a larger school, we're at about 580 kiddos this year, the district did grant us an additional 0.5 counselor. And this year, we're excited to welcome Jenny Merkley to our building. She's with us Tuesday and Thursday and a little bit on Fridays. And she's just a great addition to our teams. She's going to be mainly working with second grade and kindergarten, but will really be available to support all of us throughout the building. And really excited to have her and continue to provide all of our amazing resources and instructional lessons for all of our kids in the classroom. It's fun to see some of our data from last year. We had 613 kids. And we, with Miss Fitch, we delivered 473 lessons within the classroom, really focused on conflict resolution, managing our emotions, giving us some strategies when we're feeling anxious. And we know by adding Mrs. Merkley and still working with Mrs. Fitch that we're going to continue to provide students with those social emotional resources that will allow them to thrive in new settings. This week, we're also focusing on some anti-bullying lessons through the Wayfinder curriculum. And again, just setting up how we interact positively. We do this in the beginning of the year, but really carry these lessons with us throughout the remainder of the year. I'm excited for you to pop into our classrooms. We have brand new technology that I know I've been highlighting in our parent blog. We have our great Promethean boards in all of our classrooms. The sound and the images are amazing, such an upgrade from what we had before. Kids are even interacting with the board, moving, sharing their thinking on there, which is what makes this technology unique. But in addition to our Promethean boards, we also have new iPads in kindergarten, and our first graders through fifth graders are using our Chromebooks. So we're excited for you to see those today. As with all new technology, we want to make sure that students are safe, not only physically and with their peer interactions, but also online. We did a Digital Citizenship Week. We had great spirit days, but also we focused on, how do we leave a positive digital footprint? How do we protect some of our information online? How do we credit other sources? And the more technology we have, I think it's really important to teach kids how to be safe online. If you haven't seen Common Sense Media, it's a great website for families. It has a great parent guide that also helps us navigate when information is appropriate for kids and just gives us some tips and some resources. And I just wanted to share that with you so you have that resource. Also wanted just to celebrate, we got our assessment data back from the spring of last year, and our students did an exceptional job. They always surpass the district scores. This is for academic achievement in English language arts. What I would say is unique about this year compared to years past, we have always exceeded in all the content areas, but what's really exciting is to see how much more we have than in years past. And our kids have just outperformed themselves over time. You can see in this graph, we're in third grade last year, fourth and and fifth, we were well over 15 points above the district scale scores. For ELA, you can also see that in the area of math, our students did an exceptional job, and also in science. So really, even for our own school and our own teachers, we are outperforming and making even higher achievements from the year before. And that's just a huge thank you to all of our kids and our families and our teachers. That is a true partnership. Our kids come to school ready to learn, and you do a great job supporting us at home. So thank you. It is paying off. When you look at that data, not only are we achieving at higher levels for ourselves, but just you can see the performance when you look across Parker, both within neighborhood schools and when you look at charter schools. For our third and fifth grade, for example, we were the highest in our region. Again, out of neighborhood and performing for English language arts. Our third graders were the highest in the Parker region for math as well, and second in the highest in our region for math, and fourth in math for fourth grade. And again, those other schools that are only a smidge ahead of us. So we are right on their heels. So just really proud of how well we're performing, not only against ourselves and the district, but also compared to our peers. And not only, we've talked a lot about achievement, but we also see some huge gains from last year, this year in terms of students' growth. We measure that from third to fourth grade and fourth to fifth grade. So it's looking at the data and making sure all kids are growing, whether they are exceeding or approaching some of our standards. We want to make sure that they have high levels of growth, and we saw some huge increases for that. So a huge thank you to our kids and our families here tonight and our teachers. Just what we're doing is making a difference for them, and we're really excited for that. I always love to just share a little bit about what our goals are for this year. This year, we know from looking at our data, what's really tricky for kids is having them refer back to text and write some informational pieces, share their own ideas, and support their thinking through either one or more pieces of text or videos. That's just a really challenging concept. This year, we're going to be using SRSD as a framework to support some of our instruction in this area. Essentially, it has multiple parts, but students, a huge piece of this framework is it does have students set some self-regulation goals. In the primary grades, that really looks like, some positive self-talk. I can tackle these hard academic challenges. I can read and write and look at different pieces of data, and really kind of giving them that confidence and setting those goals and really helping them feel like they can do that. And in the intermediate grades, that does go to more of academic goal setting, looking at some of that data, trying to use rubrics to perfect their scores in the intermediate grades. The other parts of this framework really talk about pulling apart the prompt in some of that planning stage, and then really organizing their thinking using this tied structure. So identifying that topic sentence, some really important information from the text, and then describing that, and then that concluding paragraph. So we think this framework will really continue to support students as they're doing this more complicated literacy task. And these are tasks that we do as adults. We are also in the area of literacy going to continue to use our data to differentiate our literacy instruction. We know as readers, kids all at different grade levels need different things. And some of our new tools aligned to science of reading will continue to help us pinpoint where kids need that most support. If it's phonics, if it's more in that spelling area, or if we're building fluency. So we've already started giving these new assessments. They're not really different from the ones that we've given in the past, but we'll continue to use those to make sure that our coaching and our goals for kids and their resources are really tailored to what they need. And finally, in the area of math, our students did an amazing job. In the area of math, we're going to continue to use little quick check-ins to ensure that as we're in units, that kids are receiving the intervention and enrichment that they need. We know that one size doesn't fit all in math instruction, just as in literacy, and we want to use these little check-ins or these informal assessments to be able to determine who needs a little bit more within their math class and who needs a little more support, and also just to monitor their progress. And again, just some reminders at home. We know our students' amazing scores are really a result of all of our work with our kids. We really appreciate all that you do at home. If you've been to back to school nights before, here's our amazing graphic that I love to use every year that just shows the power of reading. Even a few minutes of a night really does transfer into students' academic achievement and really builds their vocabulary. So thanks for continuing to foster that love of reading at home. We also know math facts are really important. It just builds that fluency that frees up kids' thinking so that they're able to do more complex problem solving, such as modeling and reasoning. We also just want to continue to encourage you to join us in our adventures this year. You are a part of our team. There are so many wonderful ways for you to be involved, both on big levels and small levels, whether that's classroom volunteering, joining our SAC group. Our PTO also does so many amazing things. Here's just a small list of the events that they bring to our full school community, and they really do support our just overall experience for kids and provide such fun activities. We hope that you're able to get involved and be a part of your child's learning, because